In this day and age, when it comes to making it financially successful, and I'm not talking about making big bucks, but being viable and being able to bring something home for your family, you've got to understand where that cash flow comes from. And you have to do much like brokers tell you to diversify in the stock market. You need to stay diverse in who your payers are. Because if you get into a single portion of reimbursement, let's say you only do HMO care, we don't know what that HMO world's going to look like 3-4 years down the road. If you're working with a single medical group in a private practice and that medical group has financial problems, those are your problems. If they can't pay your bills, those are your problems. Or if they find another provider willing to do it cheaper, you may be suddenly out of a large portion of your practice. So you need to look at as many different ways of bringing patients in. Commercial patients, those being the ones paid for by their employers or buying their own insurance. Medicare patients, and the choice of, are you going to do Medicare fee-for-service only? That may not be around forever. Are you going to do Medicare Advantage where the patient steers themselves? Or are you going to do Medicare HMO where the patient is steered to you by a medical group to whom you belong and they belong? Then you look also for cash patients. You look for things that are not necessarily under medical insurance. There are things that almost any specialty has that is not insurable, and you might want to focus on at least a part of your practice there to bring in cash that's not dependent upon that market out there. But when you do that, you've got to do something right to keep those patients coming in. Those are the things that come into play. The flip side here is once you've done that care, especially if you're going to be in the solo small environment, you need to have your finger on the pulse of payment. You need to have your staff up to speed, whether they're inside your practice or you're farming that out to a billing service. And you really do need to check what they're doing, because as good as they may be, they don't understand what you're doing. I'm 29 years into practice, and I still, every couple of weeks, grab a few explanations of benefits, the payment information coming from plans, and I go through them. Is it not that I don't trust my staff? No, I trust my staff. But I can tell you almost every time you grab 10 claims, you're going to find something that did not get reimbursed that your staff doesn't understand should have. So in that little business environment of solo small practice, you've got to still be the boss and still take things on, or know that you have someone who's specially trained to do that.